very easy, but I was just out there all alone in the world, and I got so scared because all I could think about was how I had no place in this world, but then I, out of nowhere, realized that there was one place in this world that I did have, and that was with you. So I flew, and I took a taxi to come to get you. Thank God you're... Oh, I'm so sorry. Does Daniel Harding live here? I'm looking for Daniel Harding. You're looking for Daniel Harding? Yes, he lives here. I just thought, but oh, he doesn't, does he? I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. Who is this woman and what is she doing here? I just honestly thought he'd be here. I always thought he'd be here. Always. Do you know him? Big, tall, played basketball, Almost Maine, center, strong, hockey too?
Well...
Oh, don't even answer that. That's a horrible question to ask someone who lives in a small town. As if everyone in a small town was everybody else. Oh, I can't even believe I asked that. I don't live here anymore, but when I did, I hated when people used to ask that question, assuming I knew everyone in town just because it was small. It was worse than when they asked if we had plumbing way up there. Because, you know, people in small towns really don't know each other any better than in big towns. I mean, you know who you know, and you don't know who you don't know, just like anywhere else. So sorry to have bothered you. It's just, when his parents passed away, he kept the house, I heard. He lived here. He stayed here, I thought. He was one of the ones who stayed. I didn't. I went away.
Most people do.
Yeah, and I guess it did too. I never thought he would. I guess I lost track. You gotta hold on to people when you lose them. Boy, it's cold. I forgot. Yeah. I can't believe. I took a taxi here from Bangor to see him.
That's far.
Yeah.
That's 163 miles.
Yeah, this place is a little farther away from things than I remember.
Why did you do that?
Because I could only fly as close as Bangor and I needed to get to him as fast as I could.
Why?
Because I wanted to answer a question he asked me.
Oh.
The last time I saw him, he asked me a very important question. I didn't answer him, and that's not a very nice thing to do to a person.
Well, that's being a little hard on yourself, don't you think?
He asked me to marry him.
Oh. And you?
Didn't answer him. No. Yeah, and that's why I'm here, to answer him. I mean, I didn't answer him in the first place because I didn't have an answer at the time. I mean, I was going to college, and the night before I'm about to go off into the world to do what I hope and dream, he asked me, will you marry me? I mean, come on. I was leaving in the morning. What was I supposed to do?
I don't know.
I mean, I told him that I'd have to think about it, that I'd think it over overnight, and that I'd be back before the sun came up with an answer, but then I just left. Left him standing right there, and I didn't make it back with an answer before the sun came up or at all.
That sounds like an answer to me.
No, that wasn't my answer. I just left, and that wasn't my answer. And I think, what? I think he thought I'd say yes.
Well, that's probably not going to ask a girl that question unless you think she's going to say yes.
I know, and I'm afraid he probably waited up all night, hoping for me to come by, and I just want to tell him that I know now that you can't do anything and not answer the question like the one he asked me. You just can't do that to a person, especially to someone you love.
You loved him?
Well, I don't know. We were just kids. Yes, I did. I do. I feel like I tossed his hopes and dreams.
Oh, come on. You give yourself too much credit. He was young. That's all you need to get your hopes dashed. Be young, and everybody starts out young, so everybody gets their hopes dashed. And besides, I don't think you really dashed his hopes, because if you dash somebody's hopes, well, that's kind of a nice way to let him down. Because it hurts. But it's quick. If you'd have said no, that would have been dashing his hopes, but you didn't say no. You said nothing. You just didn't answer him. At all. And that's killing hope. The long, slow away. Because it's still there, hanging on. Never really goes away. And it's kind of like giving somebody a little less air to breathe every day until they die.
Yeah, well, thank you.
For what?
I don't know.
Goodbye, Hope.
Goodbye. Oh, I'm so sorry to have bothered you. It's just, I was out there in the world with no place in it, and I realized what I'd done to him, to Danny, and you called me Hope. How did you know my name? Danny?
Hello, Hope.
Danny, I didn't recognize you. I didn't even recognize you.
I know.
You're so
I know.
small.
Yeah, I lost a lot of hope. That'll do them right now.
Danny, I never meant to.
Don't worry. You know something? You're early.
What?
You're early. You said you'd be back with an answer before my question before the sun came up. And jeez and crow, the sun's not even close to being up yet. It only went down a few hours ago. Look how early you are. That's good of you. So, taxi all the way from Bangor?
Yep.
To tell me,
Honey? Dan? Hun? Who's there?
just somebody needs directions.
It's awful late for directions.
Yeah, Suzette, listen, I'll be right in.
Okay.
What? Hope you find it, Hope. Your place in the world. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Yes.